It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Puka Nacua. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Rams and the Niners. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the offseason.
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's 2nd and 6. Osborne, the man on the move. Now a play fake. Jones. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Automatic 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Man in motion here is Jennings. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap. because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Rams offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Once again, it's Corum. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They run out of the gun with Corum. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Shotgun now for Jones. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Here's Ethan Evans now, and he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. That'll be returnable from the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. A throw on the move is caught. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A gain of 12. First down, 49ers.
Purdy works out of the pistol. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Right back to Evans. He's got it again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down. And this one might not stand up. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw is Jones. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Rams punting unit coming out as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. 49ers offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And that'll be intercepted by Tre'Davious White. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Niners offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Gets this one into the hands of Jauan Jennings. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
2nd down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 14.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his man, complete to Pearsall. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
And a 49er 1st down.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off.
Number 32, the ball carrier. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Man in motion here is Jennings. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
8-yard pickup.
Offensively landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
It's a gain of
2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again is Purdy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the Niners will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw is Jones. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Aaron Banks played his college ball at Notre Dame. Guilty there. To throw, Purdy. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wisnowski now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Corum. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
A 6-yard loss.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. there's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket. And with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
The 49ers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. High throw, but it's reeled in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Purdy gonna give this to Guerrero. And this will wind up a Niners 1st down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the 49ers 1st down.
Purdy gonna keep this one himself. And they're gonna bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
Now a give on the ground. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. From the gun, it's Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Corum. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
And 10. At the 48-yard line.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake filled first half continues. They'll stay on the ground with Corum. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen here to Corum. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, It's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, his quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
1st and 10. Purdy works out of the pistol. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Purdy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
So Kittle comes in motion. On 1st and 10, Purdy. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. On 2nd down, Purdy. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Throwing on first down is Jones. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where 5 quarters couldn't decide a winner. This one ends in a tie. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Kirk Cousins leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. The Cowboys get a very, very important victory as that moves them to 10-6 on the year with one game remaining. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. This one taken at the 7. Oh, and a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Ooh. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
A handoff here, up the middle. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Man in motion here is Jennings. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Rams offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jones to throw on second. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Niners offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. A first down throw for Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, 49ers.
They'll stay on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10.
And the 49er first down.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he will score. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. Here's a handoff to Corum. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Third and long.
It's now third down and long.
From the gun, it's Jones. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Rams. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. There's that man again, another catch. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And he will score. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The motion man is Nacua. They'll run it right, and here's Coro. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. A run out of the gun with Coro. He'll work forward for a couple. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 22-yard line.
Shotgun now for Jones. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. Now a timeout called by the defense. Throwing now on 3rd and long. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Special teams on the field ready for this punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The 49ers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Purdy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he will take this down close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds just past the marker. The ball was in the proper place for a new set of downs. Now whistles here and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. Jones now on first down. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 50-yard line.
Now a play fake. Jones. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The motion man is Nacua. Here comes Corum. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Now Jones throwing on 2nd down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Kupp in motion. Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Off he goes. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle they go. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. It was 3rd and 5, and they picked up 7.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Back to the ground after the penalty. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. He'll get this forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Injury on the field, and it is George Kittle who is in some discomfort. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Purdy. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, San Francisco. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play, threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
Makes the score Niners 40, Rams 7.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
It is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Jones. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Purdy on first down. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 25-yard line.
Throwing is Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Here's 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's Purdy. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he's in! Touchdown, 49ers. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will add one more onto their big lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jones. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jones. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The 49ers offense. And their running back set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
A tight end in motion now. Purdy now on 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the first down in the process.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll stick with him again. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. Samuel has it working the middle. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The 49ers out for the punt. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Jones to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Now, Jones. And this will be knocked down. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. On 4th down, out comes the punter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 2nd and a yard. They'll send a tight end in motion. A run now on 2nd down. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Right back to him on 1st down. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So a win here for the 49ers. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.